NewsRadio 1080 KRLD.
Your news continues for the law offices of Nick Namath. And here in the U.S., we love our dogs. A new poll says almost half of millennials go into debt to take care of their pups. Now, Mitch Felderhoff is on the line, fourth-generation owner of Muenster Milling, so he's an expert in dog care. You remember he ate nothing but dog food for 30 days earlier this year? Well, first off, okay, Mitch, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm definitely lighter on my feet now, and I've started to enjoy regular food again, and obviously it's a little bit of a roller coaster getting used to it because some of that food does have a negative effect on me, so I've had to find the balance of eating real food and maintaining a healthy line. So overall, pretty well.
Well, good. People are obsessed with their pets, and we are very willing in this country to splurge on our pets and give our dogs the best. Why do you think that is, that so many of us are just so willing to not even give it a second thought, maybe even spend more on our dogs' luxuries than we would on our personal luxuries?
I think it's because our dogs, they have unconditional love for us, and they are always willing to give to us. And when someone's always being willing to give to you, you want to give back to them. And so when we have an opportunity to do something to make their life better, typically it's by buying them something or spending money on them. That's the best way we know to give to the animal. And I think that has a lot to do with it.
We're always breaking down what millennials are doing with their money. It's a big pastime of the news industry. I don't know if you've noticed that. But 42% of millennial pet owners in a survey say they've been in pet-related debt. What's your personal view on that?
I think it's like any other debt, as long as it's something that you can manage and it's something that you can live with and not have to make too many sacrifices in other parts of life. When you bring an animal into the world, or you decide to adopt an animal and kind of make the vow that you're going to take care of it, I think you should do what you can to take care of that animal. Again, it's all within reason. I definitely wouldn't recommend selling your house for an animal, but I would do all that I could.
Now, at Muenster Milling Company, I know you guys are big into pet health as well and trying to make sure that pets stay as healthy as possible. And specifically when it comes to dogs, some of us just, we're feeding them the wrong types of treats and we're just giving them too much. What do you recommend as far as how often to give your pet a treat to make sure that they're not suffering those adverse effects that can happen so often with a dog that does overeat?
Yeah, so I think it all starts with feeding the dog once a day from a meal perspective. And then that way, when you give treats throughout the rest of the day, you're not building that caloric surplus too high. And then when you do give treats, the best type of treat to give a dog is going to be something that has almost zero carbohydrates in there so that you don't cause an insulin dump. And so freeze-dried raw meats are some of the best things that you can give your dog, and we happen to make quite a few of those here in Muenster.
About what time do you guys recommend that one meal a day for a dog, or does it matter?
As long as it's the same time every day, that's ideal, because the dog's digestive system will learn and adapt to that and then start to function more optimally, and it'll help keep that extra pounds off, and it also gives their immune system, which is 70% contained in the digestive system, to react and keep that dog healthy and fighting any viruses or ailments that may be facing it.
That is Mitch Felderhoff, the fourth-generation owner of Muenster Milling. Appreciate his expertise.